Hi, I'm Dr. Wendy Walsh, and this is The Balancing Act. Today, long-distance education opportunities open new doors of success for women nationwide. Then, a great travel club for women. And finally, did you know that some simple bathroom arrangements can make all the difference in your parents' lives? Don't touch that remote. We'll be back with The Balancing Act. Well, here on The Balancing Act, we're always trying to help women achieve a balance between career and family. The societal pressures women face as they physically age are also immense. Our next guest, Puli Kohan, is a medical doctor and book author who is helping women balance their lives through a trend-setting practice used among MDs to help women combat the ills, both physical and psychological, associated with aging. Welcome, Dr. Kohan.
Thank you.
Now, your book is called The Natural Hormone Makeover, 10 Steps to Rejuvenate Your Health and Rediscover Your Inner Glow. We can always need rediscovering our inner glow. Tell me what the book is about.
Well, this book is really about empowering women of all ages, about how to take better care of their health and to really demystify hormones, because women are so confused these days about what to do and what's safe. And with so many misleading headlines, I really wrote a book that will make sense out of the headlines and also explain to them how to use natural hormones safely so that they can feel better and have good sleep, better energy, and just feel emotionally stable.
Now, what's the difference between natural hormones and synthetic hormones?
Well, natural hormones are the identical hormones that are in our body naturally, the same hormones that we were born with. And, you know, they really don't have the side effects or hazards that synthetic hormones, you know, have, that have given the hormones a bad name.
And you buy them at vitamin stores, or they're prescribed?
Right. Some of them are available at natural food stores, and a lot of women don't know it, but natural hormones are actually FDA approved, so your own physician can prescribe these. They're available at all pharmacies. In the book, I discuss a lot about compounding hormones, because I like to give women an individual hormone, you know, prescription, because we all vary in our, you know, how our size is, how our diet is, how our stress is. So I believe in giving an individual approach. And there's a website that women can go to, because compounding pharmacies are in every state. IACPRX.org. That's the International Academy of Compounding Pharmacies, and women can find a doctor who uses compounding pharmacies, and we're in every state.
So in your practice, it starts off with a blood test, and then you make a specific hormone prescription, all with natural hormones and vitamins and minerals and supplements, correct?
That's right.
Now, what are the symptomology that people could treat with hormones?
Oh my gosh, everything can be usually a sign of an imbalance. So people that are tired by 3 in the afternoon, or not sleeping well, or just having moodiness or depression.
Moodiness, yeah.
Low sex drive. I mean, all the common things that women complain of are usually a sign that things are out of balance.
Interesting. Now, what is your background?
My background's pretty diverse. First, I have a degree in women's studies and in chemistry, so I really love teaching women about their own chemistry. And then I went off to medical school, and after I graduated Brown University, I trained in internal medicine, family medicine, and emergency medicine here and in other countries like New Zealand and Australia. And over there, I learned about Chinese medicine, so I use both.
So you are really marrying ancient wisdoms with modern scientific technology. How do people find out more?
Well, they can go on my website. It's PuliKohanMD.com, and I'll spell it PuliKohanMD.com. Or if they think that's too hard, they can always go on the book title, naturalhormonemakeover.com, and they'll find it.
Naturalhormonemakeover.com. I'm going to be there tonight.
Great.
Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Adorable designs and a practical product for moms to help take the hassle out of active toddlers. More about this when we come back. If you have an infant or toddler, you know that 1, they love their sippy cups, and 2, they love to throw them when they're mad or when they're glad. Wouldn't it be great if there was a way to prevent that cup from hitting the ground? Well, a solution to not losing the tops to all those sippy cups? Well, there is. Carla Scanlon is here to tell us what moms and celebrities are going nuts over. Welcome, Carla.
Hi.
You have an amazing story.
Yes.
You're a mom, you're busy working at your computer as a researcher, and your kids just kept throwing those bottles on the floor, and you said there has to be another way.
Yeah.
What'd you come up with?
Well, I needed something. I also have a twin sister who lives in Illinois, and I live in Michigan. And it's a 5-hour drive, and I had a 9-month-old. And in the car ride, when you're in regular traffic, you eventually hit a stoplight or a stop sign and you can reach out back and pick up their bottle or cup. But on the highway, I just couldn't do that and he would cry. So I needed something to fit around his bottle. And my twin had a 2-year-old and she was having a similar problem when she visited me in Michigan from Illinois with the sippy cup. Her son actually threw the cup. He would like throw it into the front seat.
Love to get that in the head while you're driving. Yeah.
So she said, when I said I'm making something for the bottle, she's like, make it for the cup too. And I said, okay. So we came up with the NoThrow, which is a Velcro strap. And what I did was I thought about when you put a watch on your wrist, because your wrists are different sizes.
Right.
And so I thought, well, I've seen watches that have Velcro straps like this. So I thought, well, if I do this, it can tighten around any bottle or cup.
Right.
And then we made a leash. And we made this because sometimes I flew to Illinois and my son would sit on my lap. You never attach this to the child, but so when he would have his bottle,
Attach it to you.
just attach it to
reach over and
yourself.
grab it.
Because when they're done, they let go.
Yeah,
they
I
don't,
know.
You know, balloons fly.
Yeah.
Birds fly.
Remember that game in the high chair? Let's see how many times Mom can bend over.
Yeah.
I'll drop it again, and I'll drop it again, and I'll drop it again.
Yeah.
Isn't that funny?
Save the workout
Yes.
for the gym.
Okay, so the great thing about this product is that you sewed these yourself.
I
and
did.
only after giving away 200 to friends and family who said, that's kind of cool, can I have one?
And
Did you think,
strangers.
maybe I should manufacture and sell this?
I did. Well, my friends and family were like, why are you giving them away? Why don't you sell them? So my twin and I went to some stores, 3 little boutiques in Chicago, and they all placed orders.
Who's using it?
Well, moms across the country are using it. We've also gotten letters from Janet Evans, who's a 4-time Olympic gold medalist. She sent us a personal note.
She's tired of bending over. You know?
Yeah, she's tired of it. And Jenna Elfman sent us a letter. Marcia Cross.
Wow.
Nicole Sullivan from Mad TV and King of Queens actually sent us several letters, and then she ended up buying about a dozen for a photo shoot she was doing in Hollywood for friends.
Oh, that's wonderful.
It was going to go in the swag bag.
Okay, so how much do they retail for?
You can get these anywhere from $5 to $8, depending on where you're purchasing them. You can buy them online. You can buy them at any Walgreens across the country. We're in Safeways, Publix, The Right Start, Bye Bye Baby.
Why do I want to say you go, girl? So did you ever get your kid to stop throwing stuff?
Well, it's interesting because my son made a game of it. When I would buckle him in, I'd put this on his cup, and he would throw it and say, Mommy, I'm going fishing, and then he would pull it back up.
He would reel it in.
Yeah, and he'd throw it and reel it in. So cause and effect. It's a good
That's
good
so
lesson.
much better than being hit in the head with a sippy cup while you're on a freeway.
Or reaching back.
Or having to reach back
Yeah.
and try swerving off the road.
Yeah.
And what's your website?
NoThrow.com.
Of course, NoThrow.com. It's a great product. Thank you so much for being with us today.
You're welcome.
Carla Scanlon, the NoThrow, NoThrow.com.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Are you a woman with wanderlust? Well, if so, you'll want to stay tuned to The Balancing Act. We got a story for you. Are you the kind of woman who's always wanted to travel but had no one to go with? Maybe your husband's too busy with work or your girlfriends just don't want to go to the same place you do at the time you're available. Well, I found a solution. Here today is Allison O'Sullivan, Managing Director of the Women's Travel Club. Welcome, Allison.
Wendy, it's great to be on the show.
So what is the Women's Travel Club?
We're one of the oldest and largest women's clubs. We've been in business 19 years. We were started by a career woman who was married. She had grown children. And when she wanted to travel places that maybe didn't interest her husband, she found that a lot of her girlfriends just either wanted to go someplace differently or they couldn't go at the same time. So she ventured on her own and discovered that there were no tour companies that were geared to women, let alone solo women travelers.
And who is your average woman traveler?
Some of them have just gotten their passport for the first time, and others have circled the globe 3 times already. But on average, they're about over 40. They have interest in getting out into the world, meeting new people, and they've got discretionary income, although you don't need to have that because we have very value-added tours.
Now, I understand you are not the outdoor adventure kind of tour places. You're about people, culture, local flavors, and enjoying civilization.
It's true that we don't gear our tours towards scuba diving or whitewater rafting.
What are your most popular destinations?
I cover them in 3 categories. I like to say the traditional favorites are London, Paris, Rome. And of course, Rome is always so popular. Then we have the more recently discovered locations, which are like Croatia, Patagonia,
wow.
Are very interesting, and Prague, which is so gorgeous. And then the more exotic locales like Uzbekistan, China, India, and Vietnam.
How exciting. Now, what kind of level of class and service and hotel do women stay in on these tours?
We gear our tours to 4- and 5-star hotels, hotels that are located in well-traveled parts of the city that have friendly, service-oriented staff that cater to women.
Tell me about your holiday tours in Tuscany, because I want to do that.
That's an interesting trend. Women that would like to spend holidays traveling, and we do a Thanksgiving in Tuscany trip this is our 4th year, and we sell out every time. You actually stay in a beautiful villa. We have a professional chef there. He takes you into the market. You pick out the beautiful vegetables and all the produce that you're going to make later on that day. That you return to the villa. First, we pour a glass of vino, get everybody in the cooking mood, and then he does a cooking class where you prepare the feast that you're going to eat that night. We also do
fabulous.
a Christmas tour to the Christmas markets, either in Salzburg or Berlin, and they're very popular.
So what makes the Women's Travel Club a club?
Wendy, we have thousands of members all over the world, and when they sign up for one of our very small, like 20-person tours that we'd like to keep small, they immediately like to look at who else has enrolled to go, because they frequently know someone who's been there before, and we give their email addresses. They quickly get online, they email one another about what are your likes, dislikes, where would you like to go when we have an afternoon off, let's get together, have dinner this night. And if you're one of the solo travelers, you get a sense of immediately feeling the bond.
How fabulous. Now, how do people find out more about Women's Travel Club?
Well, let me direct you to my website. It's www.womenstravelclub.com.
And it's a nominal fee to join?
Yes, very affordable. 1 year is $30, 2 years is $45, and 3 years is $60. You have the dual membership in our parent company, Club ABC Tours, and you can select from 250 plus wonderful tours when you'd like to travel with the man in your life.
Of course. We need to travel with him sometimes, too. Allison, thank you for being with us.
Thank you.
A pleasure to learn about.
I want to see you on a tour soon.
I'll be there. womenstravelclub.com. Up next, a new way to save your loved ones from slipping and falling in the bathroom. Stay with us. You know, our parents did look out for us, and now it's time that we look out for them by helping them find ways in which they can improve the quality of their lives. It's amazing how something as simple as a walk-in bathtub can make an enormous difference for an aging parent who has difficulty with their personal hygiene. For those of us with aging parents, bathing can be a painful, embarrassing, and often dangerous process. Rethinking your parents' bathroom will give you peace of mind and will make their lives safer and more pleasurable. And here to tell us more is Keith Buttrick, co-founder of Independent Living USA. Hi, Keith.
Hi, Wendy.
I do like the name of your company,
Well,
Keeping
thank
People
you.
Independent. The serious truth is that many accidents that happen with people over the age of 65 happen while taking a bath.
Exactly true. As a matter of fact, according to the Consumer Product Safety Commission, more accidents happen bathing than really any other daily necessary activity that seniors do. It's probably responsible for more injuries and accidents and even deaths than anything else that seniors do in their home. That's why we really recommend that people reconfigure their bathrooms and rethink bathing when it comes to the elderly, to incorporate a walk-in bathtub instead of a regular bathtub.
Explain to me, what is a walk-in bathtub?
Well, it's about 3 times taller than a normal bathtub, but you don't have to climb over it because it's got a big open door. You just open the door, walk right in, nice kitchen chair height seat, and it fills all the way up to the shoulders.
Nice.
And you just turn on your thermostatic mixing valve. The water comes out at just the temperature that you want, and it can bathe them safely with dignity, so they don't have to worry about having to hire somebody to bathe them, or maybe have their husband assist them, or having a dangerous fall.
Now, we've got some video to show, but maybe you can explain to us in detail exactly how a walk-in bathtub works.
Sure, absolutely. As I say, it's about 3 times taller than a normal bathtub, 2 to 3 times, but the threshold is ultra low. It's only about 5 3/4 inches. Simply open up the door, they walk in, sit down on the seat that's about kitchen chair height, as I mentioned before, and fill it up. It has a thermostatic mixing valve that keeps the temperature at a safe temperature, so it never has to get
that's a good
too hot,
feature.
absolutely too hot or too cold. Also, it has a shower that is on a sliding rail. If people want to stand and shower, like sometimes some husbands or wives might prefer to do instead of bathing, they can do that. Also, it has a bidet for personal hygienic cleansing and a foot and leg massager.
That's a lot of features. Now,
sure is.
I'm sure there are different models, too. Which models are available?
Well, we have the Presidential, which is the largest selling walk-in bathtub in the United States for us, and it comes in 4 different models. First of all, it has the Air Spa, which has 23 hydro ports. Each port has 6 jets in it and thoroughly surrounds the body in anywhere from kind of a champagne trickle of bubbles all the way up to kind of a tidal wave of turbulence, if that's what they really want to have. And then they have just a basic soaker without any hydrotherapy in it. Also a whirlpool that has 4 jets in it, and that has the heater also to maintain the temperature of the water. And then a combination model, kind of the luxury edition, that has the best of all the features.
I'm telling you, they all sound good to me. Do I have to be elderly to use one?
You sure don't.
How difficult is it to get it integrated into your home bathroom?
It's really pretty simple, Wendy. As a matter of fact, you simply take out the old bathtub. This fits right in the same space as a regular normal bathtub. Just hook up the plumbing and electric. It also goes where a shower stall can go.
How exciting. Now, where can viewers find out about these?
At our website, usatub.com. Pretty simple, usatub.com.
usatub.com.
That's right.
Keith, this is good news. You know, it is a time where so many of us in our generation are taking care of elderly parents, and to keep them safe and independent are 2 big priorities.
That's for sure. Thank you, Wendy.
Thanks for sharing this.
Thank you.
We are living in the information era. It's all about what you know, how fast you can access information, and how quickly you can communicate it. Today's job market requires more than a high school diploma, and your education will determine your chances for success in this struggling economy. Thankfully, there are online career training programs like Penn Foster that can help you earn affordable vocational diplomas and certificates designed for the busy adult learner. Here to share with us what you can do to achieve your career goals is Stuart Udell, CEO of Penn Foster. Welcome, Stuart.
Hi.
Now, I understand your company has a little bit of history. You've been around a while.
That's right. We were founded in 1890 as a training program for coal miners.
Oh, you look good.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Of course, we've evolved considerably since then. We now offer a wide array of programs and certainly have infused technology into everything we do.
Of course, back then it was a correspondence course. Now it's online. What kinds of programs do you offer?
Well, a very wide array of programs. We like to think of our programs in a couple different camps. First, we run America's online community college. And secondly, we operate a very large virtual high school as well. On the community college side, we have career diploma programs and certificate programs. We have 20 degree programs.
Wow.
And on the high school side, we have a full high school curriculum available.
Up to all state standards, right?
That's correct.
So who is your typical student?
Our typical students are women, who are
Really?
65% of our student body are women, and many, many non-traditional students, students who traditional campus-based institutions did not work well for. We also, on the high school side, get a lot of folks coming back who've not yet completed. It's an alternative to a traditional diploma program, and it's not a GED program, it's a diploma, a high school diploma.
I can understand why women, because we're so busy with our jobs, our careers, our children, so we burn the candle late at night and can get online and get degrees. Now, how long does it take to earn a diploma or certificate?
Well, that really depends on the student. We run what we call our asynchronous program. Students can start when they want, finish when they want, they can speed up, or they can slow down if they need help. And regardless of how fast a student moves through the program, they have the opportunity to access customer service folks, student service help, and faculty who can help them through the program.
So you don't have to wait for the semester to begin?
That's right.
You can begin right now.
Anywhere, anytime.
And also study at your own pace. So if some work commitments come up, you just slow it down, and you don't have to get that paper in by Friday, right?
That's
you
right.
can wait a little longer. This is good news for many women who want to increase their education in this really tough economy where we've got to be competitive. Now, where can people find out about Penn Foster?
The easiest place to find out about Penn Foster is at www.pennfoster.edu, or you certainly can call an enrollment advisor as well, and we can take you through the process. It really only takes a few minutes to find out and enroll in our programs.
pennfoster.edu, PENNFOSTER.edu. Before we go, in a nutshell, what are some of the hot programs that people are in right now getting hot jobs?
Well, certainly the hottest programs are in healthcare. There are lots and lots of jobs out there. So physical therapy aide and dental assistant and medical coding and billing and medical transcription. Those are the types of programs that are really filling up fast. But of course, with a virtual school, we're never full.
That's right. Stuart, thanks for joining us today with this really important information for so many women who want to improve their education. And thank you for joining us today on The Balancing Act. I'm Dr. Wendy Walsh. You know, finding balance in life is not an exact science nor a numeric equation. It's about setting priorities straight and finding those moments that make it all worthwhile. It's about family. It's about yourself. It's about staying healthy. So keep watching us every weekday morning on Lifetime Television as we help you find balance. We'll see you tomorrow.
Air travel for The Balancing Act provided by Southwest Airlines.